Well, happening now, an update on a story we first brought you 5 years ago. On that day, it was our first time speaking to Staff Sergeant Travis Mills. Travis, a young leader in the 82nd Airborne on his third deployment to Afghanistan, was injured while on patrol. And he lost both arms and both legs, making him one of the few surviving quadruple amputees of our wars. On May 30th, 2012, 6 weeks after his injury, we spoke to Travis by phone from Walter Reed, and here's how he described what happened to him.
I wish I didn't have a case of the Mondays on April 10th, and had a bad day at work, but every now and then people have bad days at work, and my bad day at work had me come back to the States, and I still have my moneymaker. I didn't get hit in the face, so.
And from that time on, we followed Travis's recovery along with his wife Kelsey and his young daughter Chloe. He spent 19 months at Walter Reed and went from being bound to a wheelchair to walking, to then running, and even beyond that. In the last 5 years, Travis has exceeded expectations at every turn, from starting his own business to inspiring others, writing a best-selling book. And he has some family news as well. Joining us now on set, retired Army Staff Sergeant Travis Mills. 5 years.
I know. It seems like it flew by.
Right?
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me, though.
It's great to have you back.
Absolutely.
I don't want to bury the lead because I think the most important news is the special delivery you're expecting in August.
My wife is pregnant with a little boy, which is exciting, and we can't be more happy about the ability to have a kid and bring one more up. We have Chloe already, and she was upset that it was going to be a boy, but then she found out she was going to be the only princess, and she was okay with it.
Okay, and Chloe, we were seeing some video of you guys together at Walter Reed. What is it like to hear your interview 5 years ago to the day? Do you still think of what happened in Afghanistan as a bad day at work?
I go around, I travel and I speak, and I'm very fortunate to have crowds and things like that, and I get to tell them life lessons I've learned. And I've learned that, why dwell on the past? I can't change what happened. I can't fix the fact that I have no arms and legs, so I might as well reminisce what I had and just look forward and keep pressing on with life. So I don't think about the day that it happened. I don't think about how bad it was. I drive. I take my wife on dates. My daughter, tomorrow night's date night for my daughter and I. And, life is good.
What is date night like with Chloe?
Well, it's usually Thai food.
Really?
Yes, or cinnamon butter at Texas Roadhouse, and it's just like a toss-up. But we have a great time with it, and I'm excited to still be around and able to drive. I'm an awful driver, though.
Really?
Yeah,
you've offered to drive me a few different times, so I should say no to that.
Well, it's up to you.
I think I'll probably have to say yes one of these days. I was looking back on your website because I was reminded again, one of the great things about your family is they had set up this website when you first got injured, and that's how I learned about your story initially. But now when you look at your website, it's a completely different operation. So I want to go through a few of the additions that you've added to the website over the last couple of years. So one of the tabs is speaking. So tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, I travel the nation. I'm a motivational speaker now. I spoke to Lockheed Martin and Microsoft and things like that. And I'll actually be in New Jersey next week. I just got back from Lubbock, Texas, speaking to a dental conference. And I get to go in there and tell them, hey, life goes on. Never give up, never quit. I have a lot more jokes than they see coming. But I get to travel around. I do quite a bit. I'm with Random House Speakers Bureau, and it's really fun for me.
I bet it is. I bet you're really good at it.
I'm decent, I think, yeah.
I bet you're pretty good. What about the foundation? That's another tab on your website.
Oh, so the foundation started, and I thank you for bringing it up. It started just to give care packages overseas. Kelsey and I wanted to give back. And then we decided to have people come up to Maine, where I live at, and give them a free week with them and their families to do anything they want outdoors and really have a network of people out there and let them know never give up and never quit. We're 100% donation-based. I'm the president of the foundation, 6 board members, my wife included as one of them, and we don't take a dime. We've been fortunate to raise $1.5 million last year, on track to beat that this year. And we hosted a 5K yesterday in Augusta. Over 750 people came, signed up, registered, and raised over $45,000 just yesterday alone. And these families come from all across the nation. We do sponsorships. If everyone wants to get involved, check the website out. It's really great.
And it's the official camp opening is in a few weeks, right? And that's it. I love this little fact about it. It's the former Elizabeth Arden estate.
Former Elizabeth Arden estate, cosmetic pioneer and everything. And
we'll take it.
And it's been all redone. It's going to be June 25th at 2 p.m. Everybody's invited, but really, anybody out there can either sponsor a family. We bring them out from across the nation. We build a network and say, hey, life goes on. And we have bigger plans to partner with some PTSD and TBI specialists that can really cure it and use our facility as well. This facility is all about the veterans and giving back.
So there's the whole concept of any family can go to camp, and so these families in particular have a way to go to camp, enjoy the outdoors, and not feel like they have to be in a special place with special people to be able to just live like a regular family. This is part of the site, isn't it?
This, well, was a former site that we used, and now we're under this massive renovation. It all closes up. We get 7 weeks this year with 8 families per week, so 56 families from across the nation are coming. No charge to them, and we just show them how to do things adaptively: kayak, canoe, boat, swim, fish, tube, whatever they want. And we let them know there's a network out there that they can reach out to, that they're not alone, no matter if they're in the big city of New York or if they're in a little town in Maine like me, that there's people like them. The wives can talk to each other, the husbands, the kids, and it's just going to be a great, great time.
The wives can talk to each other. That sounds like trouble.
Yeah, well, my wife's on a text chain with like 5 of her best friends from Walter Reed. They talk about everything from the news of the pregnancy to what shoes to wear to this event to anything in between.
All the important stuff.
Yeah.
I clearly can understand that. Talk to me a little bit about the movie and the book. I'm going to put those 2 tabs together again from your website because you have big news on that as well.
Well, we're in talks right now with Fox Searchlight Films, and there's a possible motion picture going to be done. Sylvester Stallone's going to probably direct it, so it'll be a Rocky style feel. It'll be fun and exciting. But we have our Netflix documentary just hit Netflix May 1st. It's called Travis Soldier Story. If you type in Travis and search, it comes up, and it's doing very well, getting positive feedback.
So people can watch a little bit more about your story on Netflix. Yeah. You're a Netflix star.
I mean, I'm doing my best.
Well, right. Can you think, I mean, just thinking back over the last 5 years, is this what you imagined for yourself at this point?
No. When I talked to you last time, I mean, I just had a discussion with my wife probably 2 weeks or 3 weeks before that, saying, look, take Chloe. Why don't you just go ahead and have the house, sell the house, take the money in the account. This is not the burden that you want to do or to put up with. And she was like, that's not how this works. We're going to get through this together. And just kind of through meeting wonderful people, you know the Norrises, Reese and Katie, who did the documentary and helped me get my book deal for, Tough as They Come, which hit the New York Times bestsellers list and things like that. It's just, and then the foundation. I mean, we've hired some wonderful people at the foundation that help us just every day keep pushing forward. And I'm just so grateful to have the opportunity that I have to live in such a great place. Look at this. Still got that trick.
You do have that trick. And you do it every single time you come in. And everyone still laughs. It never
gets old.
And people are like, can I laugh about that? I'm not sure. Which actually leads me to the final question. I'm sure you've been asked over the years, well, what's the biggest challenge you've been through? What's the biggest obstacle you've overcome? I'd actually like to ask you, what do you think is still the biggest misconception? When you walk into a room and you're dealing with how people feel about you and their instant reaction, what is that like, and what would you like our viewers to know?
I mean, I'm a regular everyday guy. I'm thankful that people take such interest in me. I have a lot of little kids like, what happened to his legs, Mommy? And the mom and dad are like, shh. But for me, it's more about awareness. I'm just like, hey, what's up? I work with Iron Man. This one, full of missiles. Can't wear it in public, so I'd leave it at home. And then, I think people probably see me and pity me right away, and that's fine because I get it. But once they meet me, hopefully they realize I have a couple more steps in the morning. My legs go on, but first my pants go on, then my legs, I guess, and my arms. But I drive my daughter to school. I just recently purchased with a friend of mine a hotel marina. So we run that on a lake in Maine. If anyone wants to check that out, by all means. My parents moved from Michigan to run it for me, so I'm very excited.
So what do you think the next 5 years looks like?
I don't really get into politics too much, but I could run for some local things and try to help give back to the community a little more. They've been so gracious and great to me. And besides for that, just hopefully endowing the foundation, bringing out families repeatedly every summer and then into the other months, and continuing our friendship. I'm so excited.
Well,
I don't know if you might be the MC.
Debatable.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
June 25th, you might be the MC. I don't know if we talked about that.
One of the greatest things about that interview 5 years ago is it actually started a friendship between us that has continued to this day. And I love your family, and I love Kelsey so much. She's someone I look up to all the time as an amazing wife and a mom. And it's been a blessing. It's been a blessing to have you on this program and to be friends.
Well, thank you. And can I mention what today is?
Oh, gosh, I don't.
So today is not only my father-in-law's birthday, but it's your birthday as well.
Right.
So, like, happy birthday to you.
He sings as well.
I mean, happy, yeah.
Okay, that's enough.
Sorry.
I'll just tell our viewers to check you out at travismills.org, right? They were very, and a big shout out to our viewers who have supported you along the way, and I know they're going to continue to do so.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. If anybody gets on Facebook, SSG Travis Mills, share and like our page. It helps us so much.
Oh, absolutely. Travis, great to see you.
Thank you. Great seeing you, too.
John?
Is the cabaret show coming next? I mean, Travis,
I mean, out of everything he's doing, you can see him adding something.
Yeah, I was working on it backstage.
Never give up, never quit. Good on you.